We're here. We're out. Well, so welcome people online. I hope you got in okay. We did. We have an audience out here of 4th graders and our 5th grade bands. They played on Tuesday, and the strings are going to play for you today. We're very, very excited. We've been working hard since August on our instruments and learning how to play them. And for those of you who, 4th grade, for those, I want you to be thinking about the difference in the sound between the strings and the band as you hear today. All right? Both are beautiful, but they're different because they're made of different things. Our instruments are made of wood, and that'll have a different sound than instruments that are made of metal like brass and nickel, and drums that have, that you strike. So you're critical listeners today. Same with you, band. You're thinking about what is the difference between your band instrument and the band sound and what you're hearing here today. They're both beautiful, but they're different. So I'd like you to use your critical musician's ear that you have now and be thinking about that as you listen to our songs. So we're going to start for you with the first thing we learned, our D major scale and arpeggio. And from that, we learned how to play all of our songs that we're going to play here for you today. So without further ado, our D major scale and arpeggio. You're doing exactly what you should be doing, audience. You're clapping when we're finished. Thank you. And thank you for not talking in between, because that's another concert manners that we learn, that we clap for the people on stage and then we are quiet so that the show can go on and move forward. So thank you very much. This next song, you're going to notice, band, you played it. You already played it. 4th grade, you heard it. But now you're going to hear it string style. So it's called Hot Cross Buns, and you're going to think, oh, well, this sounds different than the band, but I like it, or it's just different. It's beautiful. Okay, yeah. You know, when you clap, I'm going to tell you, it makes us feel like we want to do more for you. When you clap for us, we get jazzed up and more energized saying, hey, they like that. Wait till they hear this. And I'm going to do my best because I'm getting applause and it feels good. So it's a big responsibility to be in the audience. You know, you gotta show the people who have worked so hard that, hey, we appreciate your effort. And we're going to do something so easy as put our hands together and make a little noise. Who knew? All right. Our next song we're going to play for you is a song called Tribal Chant. We wished we had a drum. We're trying to pretend that we are drums in this song. So we're using our bows to kind of strike the strings in such a way that makes it sound like maybe we're hitting a drum, but we're not. So here we go, Tribal Chant. It's very surprising. It's very intense. So if you get anxious, I don't blame you. This kind of makes you feel a little anxious. I don't even think we could even make that even sound better if we tried. That was beautiful. Here's something as they get ready as they quietly get ready for the next song, I want you to kind of look at the way we're using our bow. We try to make sure our bows are all going in the same direction because we're playing the same thing. And when our bows go in the same direction, we have unity. That means we're all trying to do the same thing together. Because when you're playing together like this, you have to be a team. You can't be doing something different than the other guys because that's not what we do. We are a team. So we're going to play Mary Had a Little Lamb, which is like Merrily We Roll Along like you guys did, but one new note. So this is Mary Had a Little Lamb. Our next song is called Morning Dance, and here's where you're going to meet the instruments of our orchestra. We have 4 different types of wooden instruments here. We have violins. Can you hold up your violins, please? Are you doing it? Oh yeah, lots of them. Wow, look at them all. If you play viola, it looks like a violin, but it's different. Hold up your violas, please. Yeah. And then we have in the back cellos. Go ahead and stand up so they can see those things. They're pretty big. They don't put them on their neck because they're big, sharp metal end pin at the bottom. That's not going to be helpful. because there's more of one instrument than the other. Okay, here we go. Morning dance. Song for you, and it's our fiddle tune, because every string group, if you play the violin, viola, cello, you gotta have a fiddle tune. It's the rules. So we're gonna play our fiddle tune called "Bile 'em Cabbage Down." And thanks for clapping at home. Thanks for coming in and logging in. And everybody, thank you for coming.